roster in NRG that everyone goes, these guys are going to be world enders given enough time. And then on the other side of Cloud9, can it come together? A perfect opportunity and an excellent test here as Cloud9 is on the attacking side.
Already a mid push from Demon 1, Doug. Oh my gosh, just getting aggro right off the rip here. Victor, little retake, B setup. Looks very similar to how they played Breeze, Doug.
Yeah, it does. You've got the dog, it's already making its way up. That cam is getting so much info. Again, very reminiscent of what they were able to get away with on Breeze. They're doing it again here. Oxy getting the first onto Ethan, though. As they're going to push back, they've got the Sky Flash, they've got the Paranoia. They're pushing into spawn, but Mark's there on the push back. Crashy's getting another. You see numbers start to dwindle down, but Cloud9 got what they wanted. They got the spike down.
3v4 scenario here. They smoke off the main. This Viper wall's still up, so they're being cautious. And here, it all comes down to this, Doug.
You imagine Cloud9's going to take the fight to their doorstep. I can't imagine they're going to let him sit back and do their own thing. Zeppa getting one onto Victor. Demon 1 on the swing. Vanity down. How much more can they find? Whippy and Zeppa still standing. Demon 1 looking to try to get his one. Just one bullet left, and that's not going to be enough. Can Crashies pull it off? No, he cannot. Cloud9 get the pistol.
Clean post plant, 3v4, just spamming away at the bomb and getting those kills. Demon 1 looked hot, but he whiffed on an important kill there on Oxy.
An excellent start for Cloud9. You see the side of NRG financially. There's not going to be a ton to talk about there. I wonder here too, we saw the impetus that NRG were wanting to execute through when it came to taking space early. We'll see if that continues to be a trend in this defensive side.
Yeah, already gearing up here for early B main. Aggro play. Looks like Jimmy's going to go for the behind the box play. I think they pinged it. But nevertheless, early default here from the side of C9. Using utility too. A lot of utility invested here. Are they aware?
That flash looks good. Oxy's on the swing. Gets pushed right back as Ethan gets away with a little bit of something, but he's in a lot of trouble. He had nowhere to go. Yeah, when you're in a position like that against Vandals, it's really going to be tough to find success.
Wow. And someone who's really impressed me on this roster has been Whippy. It seems like he's been that stone cold killer on their team who's just consistent and stable in that role. And he even out the round getting 3 right there.
We'll see what they can do here. They're still going to have to get by Crashies and Victor, who have not upgraded weapons. They're still just sitting on their classics. Of course, right on cue, Victor picks up a Guardian. Yep. Is it going to be enough to find success? Really not able to convert into the second, leaving Crashies on his own. It's been unbothered so far.
He could be anywhere. I don't think they know where he is.
Hey, you're absolutely right. He's going to use that to his advantage. Zeppa falls. He's still healthy. The spin onto Whippy. Can he get away with this? Has to reload the clip as it runs dry! And Crashies converts!
No way. No way, Doug. What an insane play. Early aggro, pop flash play from Ethan. Sneaks a kill, stays alive for long enough. And now they have a Vandal that they saved in the 1v2. What a beast.
Yeah, hopefully we get to take a look at that one more time. Red Bull Clutch could not come in at a better moment. And Dre, honestly, you set it up. They had no idea where he was, and he struck at just the right moment.
That's why he's a championship level player, man. What a dog.
We'll see what they do here. Demon 1 with the op in round 3.
Third round op.
I mean, light armor too, but yeah, you're investing into what, I mean, should be win condition for you.
And this is coming from somebody who, in the last year, has said he's like, I don't even like opping.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, he's like one of the best oppers that we've all seen.
That must be nice.
You know? NRG taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Hate opping. I'm one of the best in the world at it, but
yeah.
What do Cloud9 do from here? You've got the Vandal in the hands of Oxy. You've got a Stinger for Zeppa. And you've got Marv, who's gotten up really aggressive here. So yeah, you can smoke Demon 1 off this angle, but if you don't check Marv, he's going to get away with a lot, but they're jump spotting. They know.
Wow. So confident, Marv there, staying, seeing if they're going to give him anything. C9 wise to not give him early first blood. Nothing really shown on this A side of the map from C9, even though they're dogging B now. I think they're trying to feint it. Already playing with early feints. It's really clean.
And it seems like NRG's biting a little bit. Demon 1 came over. Ethan's not far.
And we noticed this against Furia. Every time Furia went somewhere, NRG realized it was a 5-man.
Yep.
I think C9 did their homework here and realized that NRG likes to over-rotate where they see the pack.
They're able to take elbow. That deep trip with really nothing to punish on the other side of it. They're playing really far off on A. They give it up. Satchel over the trip, so that's still up in play for now. Keep a close eye on that. And then remember, it's been a long round, but NRG have a massive gun advantage here. That flash is pretty. Victor not able to see a damn thing. Ultimately gets cleaned up, but Marv shows up at just the right time. No upgrade. Oxy was the only one who had a Vandal. He dropped that. Cloud9's not able to scoop it up right now.
Cover going out.
So they don't have that to their advantage.
Blinding.
Look at the mini-map. Look at how everyone's moving from C9, readjusting their positions. Here we go.
I mean, they've gotten it to half. They're going to stick it. They're playing so far off the site here. NRG are essentially unbothered. They get the defuse and a couple of kills come through. Zeppa ultimately, no, doesn't fall. But they played, it's almost like, Dre, it almost felt like they played too far off.
Yeah, they couldn't get there in time. I don't think they expected NRG to just stick the bomb there.
Yeah.
And that just goes to the practice and everything that goes into what NRG's been prepping for. They're so confident in that retake. Crashies has no doubt in his mind his team's going to hold for him, and he just gets the defuse. Beautiful. Beautiful retakes already from NRG.
And you can see it in Crashy's face or in the replay. He's just cool, calm, collected.
Not a care in the world.
Undisturbed.
And this is new. Look at this aggro B-wall.
Yeah.
I've not seen this yet.
Ooh, and a paranoia from Marv too. Nothing really to pounce on it, but that has the makings of a filthy trap setup. You know, maybe in the next round or something like that.
Absolutely, maybe conditioning something for future rounds. Nevertheless, it's going to make them have to use more utility to clear that close area out. Looks like they're gearing up to re-clear B main space. And on the other end, DB1 creeping up on Oxy with the hop here.
Oh, and just at the right time. Oxy's going to rotate away. What do they really have to go here? They don't have Oxy who's able to dive back line.
Destroyed.
And it's really kind of on Zeppa to go forward. He has one satchel.
So hard though.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
Layers on layers for NRG right now. They feint the B main aggro, make them have to use utility to re-clear, and now they're stuffing them at the choke.
Very well said. Ethan's able to get onto the first crash. Jeez, as the wall goes down, hits a transfer onto a second. And Oxy, who is on the other side of the map for the majority of the round, now has to show up and, you know, what the heck happened here?
We've seen crazier things happen, and it all
left.
starts with one, Doug. He takes the head off Marv.
Yeah, there's that one that you were referring to. There's still so much to be done. You got the high-low setup. He doesn't even get a chance at firing onto the second. So NRG off of that early aggression that you mentioned, forcing Cloud9 into a brutal spot.
Yeah, very clean. And to be fair, C9 did a very good job of trying to bait the utility out, not going out when that molly is up in the choke, but still so hard to take there. Ethan gets the spam through the Viper wall. Just a full read there from NRG.
And tough sledding for Cloud9. Their buy is still not great. Light armor on everyone, 2 Guardians, a Spectre, and a Stinger with a Vandal to round it off. And it seems like intent on mid-aggression is NRG in this round.
Absolutely, and they're doing this B wall again. But they're just walking out mid. They're so confident. I love seeing this from teams.
Yeah, and honestly, Dre, on the other side of things, Cloud9 look a little
Timid.
Scared?
Timid, yeah.
I mean, hesitant as to the fact that it feels like, we've only played, what, 4 rounds now, but it feels like Cloud9 have never really had breathing room.
Absolutely. Early cam, broken at A. But it is a retake setup, and they're already leaning here because they have D1 in mid.
It looks like the trips are going to go undisturbed. Well, of course, Oxy will clear that one out.
Beautiful.
The elbow one's still alive. The dog goes through. They're going to scale up behind it. Do they have any tools? Vanity has Seekers, Whippy has his pit if he can get it down, but it doesn't matter. Once again, the attack side of Cloud9 just crumbles before they even really get a chance to establish themselves. Whippy's going to join the fray. Vanity and Zeppa left alone, and yes, it's going to be a parting gift.
Wow.
But Victor gets 3, and NRG get another round.
And Victor, he's not falling for those Mjolnir shenanigans that we saw Oxy do against my BR on bind. He's waiting there, waiting for him to just get out of that dimensional drift. Big kill on Oxy there from the likes of Victor. Ends up getting 3 in the round total.
Yeah, they were just staring at each other, and then as soon as he comes out of that ult, he gets peppered.
And Oxy, he got away with a lot of those ults.
Yeah, he did.
In the previous series that he
Yeah, he
played,
did.
so why not try it against the best team if it works? Against one of the best teams. If it works, it works, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to see him do that again.
See, they still have a couple of ults. We mentioned that pit a couple of rounds ago for Whippy. Jake has his, and then Vanity too. Different defensive Viper wall here.
And just, they're so creative just with mixing it up. Different looks all around. They always keep C9 guessing.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the same look. You're absolutely right. This time, Cloud9 has gotten some space up tiles. They've gotten some space mid, and it was off of an early flash over the top, but...
Really aggro here in B main. Smart of C9 to dog him out. Stop backing down, Doug. He's so confident right now.
And again, Oxy gets away just when it seems like there's going to be a challenge. Maybe Cloud9 have found a little bit of room to work with as they continue to push mid, but look at how much respect Ethan is showing to this. Instantly gets back into spawn. You have two members coming over from back B. They're okay with giving up the site because they know they can fight for these retakes that you've talked about.
And it's like they already knew that they were going to go mid to A.
They're already
for it.
They're already in the pit. He's pushing the pit. He falls. Marv's able to take care of that, but can they get the pit down? So far, no such luck. This might be the round where Cloud9 gets something back. Well, they get something going here. Marv is going to fall. Demon 1 and Ethan left alone. They've got the op in hand. Yeah, they've got some money, but it seems like they're going to save this out and play for the next. So yeah, again, Cloud9, a little bit of success up mid.
That was very good, and it all came from this Viper ult as well. This is such a crucial spot to control, and the fact that he got the kill onto Victor here just secured it, honestly. Very hard to retake once you play an aggro Viper ult like this. We barely see this, honestly.
I mean, it's super deep, super aggressive.
Super aggressive.
I mean, you talk about moving, like drawing a line in the sand in their backyard. That's wild.
You can clearly tell that C9 has done their prep against NRG because they definitely watched the Furia match and realized that Furia, almost every single time they had a post plant, played out.
Yeah.
They know that if you play out against NRG, it's going to be tough for you. You got to disrupt them, right? That's what they're trying to do.
Man, it sounds like a war zone outside. I can hear helicopters through my headphones. And
Yeah, war zone indeed, Doug. War zone indeed.
What is going on out there?
Oh, she's popping off.
Yeah, she was going in.
Well, see what they have here. Zeppa's ult is online. A heavy stack towards A.
Another wall. Another new wall.
I mean, dude, they're so prepped for this map. This is wild.
It's not very often you see a solo jet as well.
You would imagine they commit to this here, but if Victor plays his cards right, he almost got that kill. He's stuck now. Whippy tried finding a late lurk across back spawn, but it was actually Demon 1 who pushed all the way up, gets the kill. So now you have to be concerned, paranoid about the flank that could be coming at any moment.
Huge
Attention divided. Do they focus on what's before him or what could be behind it? Victor falls at the hands of the showstopper. The flash out of the smoke. Crashies couldn't see anything. Marv can't punch back either. Cloud9 seemingly with the new lease on life in these last couple of rounds. What? A chance for something. Demon 1 getting another 1v2. He's got op. He's got blades. Hasn't used them. If he finds one with the op, he's got a shot at this thing. He lands it. It's a fake TP. Oxy played him. That's another round for Cloud9.
Oxy learning from his mistakes. Jukes him out this time. Beautiful. And there it is again. I sound like a broken record, but the aggression from C9, not letting them get that retake in, not letting them get set up to do the retake.
It just flood right out.
Taking the fight to him with that Yoru flash. It's so dangerous. This comp is so versatile.
We've got another timeout here. This time courtesy of NRG is further from spawn.
Absolutely, Doug. And look at this. This is already a setup for a feint on B.
Here.
4 people outside of it. You have Vanity sitting outside of B. He's going to try to draw all the attention with that Viper wall.
Meanwhile, for B, it was a deep smoke, a flash, nothing found. Demon 1 with blades. He's alone here. We've talked so much about how good Ethan and Crashies have been at setting him up, but this is a solo mission from beginning to end, and you can see Vanity's still in spawn. He knows there's gonna be something, and there's the flash. Did he get behind it? No, he didn't. But the thing is, it could be top mid, it could be right next to him, and that's exactly where he is. Surely he spotted him at this point. Knife out. Vanity drops him.
So smart, Doug.
But dude, talk about knowing exactly what was gonna happen.
What a bait.
And
They
now,
read into it.
yeah, and all of this, Cloud9 have a lot more room to work. They have a lot more options, but Ethan could play spoiler. The first falls, the second does not. Oxy with the counter punch. Are you expecting Crashies? Yes. Oxy's just not slowing down. Can Marv clean things up? He cannot. Victor there on the trade. The spike down.
mid.
And now 1v2. Spike well out of reach for Cloud9 as well.
Doug, you're ready for 1. Are you ready for 2? What about the third? What about
Yeah.
the fourth?
Man, it's just wild.
30 seconds
What
left.
a battle in mid.
Interesting. Interesting here too for Victor to reposition, to give up his hold on the spike, try to catch maybe a late lurk. Jose ultimately guessed is wrong, but that's gonna allow Cloud9 to scoop the spike up, head towards B. Vic has no cam here or anything,
10 seconds left.
and the clock is ticking. Can
Spike planted.
Cloud9 hold them back? Yes. Yes, they can. Whippy with clean shots as Cloud9 ties us up at 4.
Baby, Whippy hitting shots like
We know
that.
what we're doing. Trust each other. Here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here.
Nevertheless, it's a tie score. 4-4.
We'll see if we get a look at that one more time. I mean, there was just a flood, a flurry of fighting that happens across mid, and things ultimately settle into that 1v2. So again, out of the timeout, you saw a slightly different approach from NRG, but the same results. Now 3 rounds in a row for Cloud9. Op still in the hands of Demon 1, and this time he might get a challenge, but he's gonna get pushed off by the dimensional drift. He's ahead of it! Wow. With reckless abandon, pushes forward, punishes Whippy, and then gets away. Yeah, Oxy's all the way back there. He tries to get out, but he cannot. Ethan is there to greet. Ethan is there to punish. Jake tried getting backside, not able to do it. Vanity left alone, a 1v3. Victor on the other side of the smoke. Demon 1 not far off. A triple stack like that will be too much for him to handle. NRG take the lead back.
I mean, talk about threading the needle on that.
Yeah.
They literally can see him on the mini map. They can see him in front of them. And he still goes for the peak, still gets one and gets out and lives. And Oxy again punished using his ult.
Dude, that's a player just like taking matters into his own hands.
Absolutely.
Understands like there's the tiniest window that I'm gonna be able to punish here, and that's exactly where Demon 1 hits.
It's kind of like he had a talk with himself. He was like, yeah, I played good last match, but that's not as good as I could be playing, you know?
Let me try this.
Let me step it up here.
2 rifles for Cloud9. Again, the early op angle, this time a flash in the face. Interesting here too, they've left Marv. Can't imagine they're gonna go back that way though.
And Doug, the disrespect that Demon 1 is showing right now. He doesn't even care about utility. He doesn't care about ults. That's dangerous.
Scout destroyed.
Dog used, and that should cue the op is B. Do they still choose to go that way though? They might.
Nice reposition from Demon 1.
I've got your trail.
Oh, he stuck that. Oh, surely he's dead. Yeah, he is. Tried to get up a little bit too far, and Marv was there to greet him. Now their Seeker's used. Where do they go from here? Cloud9 with a quiet moment to settle things down. Still have a few options. Still just one rifle in the hands of Whippy.
Look at the setup, Doug. It's beautiful.
And once again, Cloud9 are on the run. They continue to pivot. This pendulum swings back and forth with no real place to land.
30 seconds left.
No way.
He takes it! No way! Of course he takes it! Gets his 3. The damage is done.
Wow, Doug.
Dude, it was like you could hear his thoughts. Walks into the smoke, looks at the spit and goes, yeah, I could do that.
I mean, talk about taking a page from Oxy's book. Yeah, I'm just playing like it's ranked. That's the most ranked play I've ever seen, pushing a Viper volley.
I mean, but the timing was perfect. He hit it just right. And yes, it was a lighter buy, but again, you know, you've mentioned Dre a couple times throughout this map, the confidence that it seems like NRG are playing with, the just kind of like swagger and carefree attitude with which they play. If that's not a perfect indication of that, I don't know what is.
Blinded.
And that's after losing, what, 4 rounds?
Yeah. Deep smoke, Ethan taking a little step back. Marv is there to help. And they smoked off the right side. That ult might not get deep enough. Yeah, he can't see anything. No target is given. No intra-forwarded.
Here we go.
They're gonna push into spawn again. They've done this so many times. This time it's without a flash. The paranoia is great. And they can't do anything else. Yeah, they're gonna invest the ult. Whippy's trying to push out a spawn.
Toxins.
They've managed to get the spike down. Can Vanity and Whippy hold them back in a 2v3 as the spike ticks away? Time could be the great difference maker here. As the wall goes down, the tap is there. It's enough to draw out the spam and punish. That's exactly what they do. Now Vanity with 61 HP, down to 21, gets the first, will not find the second. NRG get another round.
Absolutely beautiful. NRG making the adaptations, knowing C9 is trying to take the fight to them. Early Omen flash from Marv.
A perfect timing.
Completely obliterates C9.
I mean, as the smoke is dissipating.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful gameplay right now, and something that we saw already throughout all of last year. Ethan and Demon 1
One enemy remaining.
Experiment
just going off.
What's crazy too is that Paranoia didn't hit Jake. Had it hit all three of them, because two of them were flash. Jake was the only one who was able to trade back on the kill. It's just a perfect setup. 13 and 8 for Ethan, leading from the front. 3 rounds in a row for NRG once again. And when it felt like for just a moment Cloud9 might be stabilizing, reestablishing control on the map, it's all gone. It's all lost.
Double op setup right here.
That's brutal.
Only an Omen ult online.
That was a fake. I think that was a fake shot. Marv's shot to suggest that that's where the op is and it's B, because that's where he's been the entire time. But you're right, the double op setup, Demon 1's been playing over on A this round. It's a bait.
100% right. They did that on purpose.
Crashy's getting one onto Zeppa, flashed up. Still repositioning and looking for another. And once again, they're in a spot where they don't have anywhere to go. Now they've realized they're pushing into yet another op. Demon with 2. Vanity left in a 1v5. And it's another round for NRG.
What a half.
Pretty clinical feeling, to be honest.
Switching sides.
Beautiful bait there from Marv. Jimmy's so smart.
burden never ends.
See if we get a look at those one more time. Actually, no. We're going to rob you guys from that as we do take a look one more time. I'm sorry, I've lied to every single one of you. Yeah, there was that setup. I mean, Demon 1 able to find so much value with the op, getting NRG to an 8-4 half. It's the storyline is really told in the timeline. Bookended for NRG 4 rounds in a row, and that gets them to an 8-4 half. Now on the attacking side, we'll see what they can do to keep up that pace. See if Cloud9 attempt to do a bit of the same, that early aggression, the fact that they have really no options.
Something I want to point out here, Doug, is this A wall from the attacking side of NRG, using full Viper utility here to split the site in half and use the orb to lurk up into Elbow or Go lane.
Well, it seems like Cloud9 actually might be using that to their advantage. See, Oxy is spotting a couple of members mid, takes a little bit of damage, decides to double dip, and that's just not something you do. Demon 1 on the other side. Crash, he's feeling some of the pressure. That classic not going to find any value.
Look at the reaction from Jimmy.
Well, I mean, they're going to be able to get on the back, but yeah, that's huge. That kill, I mean, potentially saves the round. Vanity falls, and now it's Zeppa who's going to try to catch them slipping. He's going to spot the first. Ethan falls. With that comes the spike. You've got Whippy, who, if he hits a timing, might find something here, but now he's the one left alone. Now they realize, I mean, it's up.
Wow. Beautiful reactions from NRG. Marv, knowing to take that space off the kill on Crashies into top mid. That's such a crucial kill, like you said. Opens up the entire A site. And then Demon 1 with that first blood onto Oxy.
It was pretty.
He's trying to prove a statement right here, Doug.
That's now 5 rounds in a row for NRG. You imagine, although, as we saw in the first half, it's not always the case. You imagine this round will go that way as well. Got a Guardian, you've got a Vandal, a smattering of everything else around it.
You don't just have a Guardian, you have Demon 1 with the Guardian.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He likes it more than Vandals, apparently.
Where do they go from here? Silence on the attacking side.
Here.
Looking for any type of aggression,
Here.
any type of mistake out of C9. Trying to get info. Here comes the dog.
Orb goes up, Oxy goes off undetected off the Paranoia. I think, yeah, they thought there was going to be a lot more aggression up mid. So that's what? That's when they decided to take that fight, and Jake with a classic from a distance. Able to punish onto the first. And Crashies has a lot to deal with. So you see the aggression, the space that they took from Cloud9 pays off.
Found you.
Victor's really far up. Does he expect Jake around the wall?
Oh my God.
Around the corner? It's a classic, and that's gonna be enough. Gets caught with his pants down. Ethan on the swing, spotting a couple more mid, realizing he's feeling a lot of pressure, has to get away. They've gotten the spike down. If they continue to buy time, if they continue to fight this out, it should be fine, but Cloud9 have upgraded weapons. Vanity falls. Demon 1 left alone. And what a statement this would be. One bullet. It's got to connect. It does for a little bit. Switches to the Ghost, and it's not enough.
Wow.
Unreal. Yeah. Unreal.
So close.
Less than a second.
He went for it, Doug. He went for
did.
the one tap. So close. I don't blame him sitting at 17 and 6, but beautiful classic shots from, honestly, across the board from C9.
Here.
My classic does not shoot like that.
No, mine doesn't either.
One enemy
I mean, that's...
remaining.
He had one bullet, and it just wasn't enough. And the thing is, I mean, Whippy played that so well. The spit behind him, so he had nowhere to go. Time was short. He had to take the fight to Demon 1 in that instance, so he cuts off his route of escape, and that's what pulls things off, again, with less than a second to spare. Now, much like we saw in the first half, the tables have turned. All of a sudden, you lose the pistol, you're in a better financial situation.
They gave him a taste of their own medicine,
Yeah,
Doug.
they did. I mean, and it's a heavy taste too, man. It's full armor, full rifles. They've invested.
I gotta be honest, if that didn't happen, you know, I think NRG would have just ran away with this game. Now anything's possible from C9. Confidence builds up. Momentum shifts. And already Oxy feeling that momentum, taking the first blood onto Crashies.
Poison's off.
We've talked a lot about him, the star in the making, and man, if there's one thing that I've noticed in his gameplay is that he doesn't take a step back, man. He doesn't back down.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like Demon 1 has been getting the best of him in this map so far, but he's not afraid. He's still going for the plays.
And with Zeppa holding W as well. Really nowhere for Victor and Demon 1 to go. You imagine this round will be over soon. Marv able to trade back on 1. But nothing but a sliver of health. Paranoia not gonna land, but it does not matter because Jake's bullets do. Cloud9 will get another, and again, a massive second round of the half. That changes everything.
That's legit, Doug. That's legit.
So where do they go from here?
Already has knives up. Nice little replay of Zeppa hitting these headshots. Closing out the round. Eco kills, always feel good.
Yep. Where do they go from here? Cloud9 able to put 2 rounds together. A financial situation is still great. You mentioned Demon 1 with the blade, so only
Don't
one
keep them careful here.
who doesn't have a rifle to work with this round. Seems like a lot of focus
Get
mid
out of
too.
my way.
Pop flashed out. You saw the setup there. There was a cloud burst, the flash out. Demon 1 takes high ground, and assuming there's somebody mid in that situation, they're done for.
Notice how they give mid right away. Clear it, let them know that they're there,
Yep.
and we're out. Now we're grouping up for a sight hit. Looks like it's going to be pretty uncontested. Dogging in. They get all the info. It's a clear retake B. Here we go.
Get out of
Zappa
here.
from a great spot. Talk about it being a little uncontested. He finds value. Uh-oh.
Party's over.
First couple of blades miss, finally connect. And Demon continues to push because, of course, he does. Why not? Surely you don't expect him there. Vanity decapitated. Jake follows suit. 3 on the round for Demon 1. And the blades prove to be the difference makers. He's continuing to hunt, continuing to look for more. Oxy's there on the round. He falls. The ace on the cards. Hasn't connected yet. Whippy, play spoiler.
He's unbelievable, Doug. He is unbelievable.
Yeah, he is.
How can he make it look so easy?
I mean, just
Every time.
effortless. Whippy looking to play for exits here. He's going to get
Wait a
3
second.
kills of his own. No real time to make the defuse happen, but a massive implication when you look at the financial situation for NRG.
Huge exit kills from Would Be there, and he gets closer to his ult.
Yep.
Only 2 off now. Saves the Vandal into this round. I mean, that's pretty good considering what this menace did to his team.
Shot.
What a beast.
One enemy remaining.
He had a shot here, too, on the ace. Ultimately, just doesn't connect, and Whippy able to punish, as we mentioned. So
Just like the eco round.
Yep.
Whippy needs to find Demon 1 before anybody else does.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's the only one that can take him out right now, Doug.
21-8 for the duelist. Pretty good. I'd take those numbers.
Absolutely. And honestly, what is an off-meta pick on this map? Like I said, I have not seen a lot of Jets in general. Solo Jets, that is. Usually you see the Rays.
Yeah.
I must wait a moment.
And NRG, honestly, not really doing anything different there. Just doing this early B util with the Cypher. They put the Viper util on A. Different types of walls for sure. Just really trying to get a feel of what the setup is from C9.
Once again, silence early in the round. As NRG have quietly taken a lot of space mid, that gate crash is going to join back up with Vanity. He's so far up right now. He's going to get the orb. And then he can flip the map if he chooses to. Oh, those Seekers are going to give away a lot. With 40 seconds left in the round.
One of them's going the wrong way.
Catch up, little buddy. Finally starting to come through, and now they know the hit's going to be A, and take a close eye at where Oxy is. He's already back there. He's already gotten Demon 1. He gets Ethan 2.
Spike down A.
They're going to try to recover, but Whippy surely doesn't get cleared here, right? Mark just boldly jumps out, and maybe he's got a bit more than he wanted, a bit more than he bargained for. Victor left alone, a 1v3 with nothing but 32 HP. The spike not in hand, 10 seconds left on the round. I mean, this thing's dusted.
Nice.
Cloud9 punch back, very nicely done.
Clean round, clean setup. NRG just completely unaware of the person in the backside. And I think they thought that there was a lot more people towards B if they were playing aggro, and C9 no understanding that.
I mean, the value that Oxy found at elbow too is just perfect.
That second kill, so crucial.
Should be one.
Nice! Let's go. Good round, Princess. Come on. Yep.
Good
This guy
round,
TP'd to
Princess.
plan, bro. I thought he was going to TP spawn.
Is that how you gassed up your teammates?
Yeah. No armor. Doesn't need it.
Yeah, the classic glass guardian strat.
Yeah.
Guy's just nuts. We'll see if he can find any value with it here. You see the rest of the buy for NRG, excuse me, is not great. Early cam, not getting cleared out. Confirming that B is safe for now. And off of that they go, but Oxy is here.
Really passive angle from him as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
All right. There you go.
And he just can't catch a break against Demon.
I mean,
And that's
no
a free
armor.
gun, Doug.
Yeah. What do they do with it? Marv's the one who picks it up. The
They're just
flashback
cycling.
sight.
They're just cycling the bomb. But Crashies gets ult because of it.
Now the pit invested. They have so much control on this site. I mean, do Cloud9 even... Do they even try to go for it here? They're still just so far away. And look at this late lurk from Victor. He spotted them. Demon 1's going to be there with him too. If he gets the timing, this is going to secure the round. Nothing but a small structure keeping them apart. Victor with 2 on the round. The swing on the classic. The clip runs drive for Zeppa. That's 3 for Victor. And surely that's a round for NRG, unless Vanity can do anything about it. It was 1 kill away from pulling up something ridiculous off, but it's a thrifty round win for NRG.
And just off of heroics, trusting in Demon 1 to get the entry. We get a gun. Not only do we get a gun, but we get B main orb, and we get the bomb down on Crashies.
Dude, that late lurk. And ultimately it was Vic who got all the kills, but it was just perfect.
So obvious.
That's it. Hold it too. I want to go play some CP in the
Entry, bro. Nice entry, my boy.
And that's the thing. Even though it's so obvious that there could be a lurk there, you know
They
that
can do with it.
light armors across the board from C9. Investing all they can into this round. It's make it or break it, Doug.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're playing to win right now. An early pit towards A. No way. Oh my gosh, he's stuck that. Marv is deep behind enemy lines, and I don't know that he's been heard. Jake is staring in that direction, though, paranoid about what's on the other side. Meanwhile, there's a fight that's ensuing on B. Marv gets the best of Jake. The map is wide open right now.
Time to jump.
And you can feel the walls creeping and closing in, but Zeppa there to push one back. Oxy finding a lot here. Demon One's got to find something, and he does onto Zeppa. Oxy on the hunt, has to find a way to punish, but nothing found yet.
And there's that timidness that we were talking about earlier. Oxy beginning to punish on his ults.
I've got
Doesn't
your
opt to go
trail.
for the crazy play this time. Huge flank from Vanity here. Sky will seek him out nevertheless.
I mean, you've got Vic who's playing a 52, and you've got the dog that's cleared out, so there's no way to know that he's there. On the flash, the big Victor on his own, and it's perfect.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, the setups have just been so clean. Another round, map point for NRG.
So smart from NRG.
Match point.
Aware that C9 is going to invest that Viper's kit into that round, using the Omen ult to go, honestly, anywhere in their spawn.
Literally could have been anywhere, yeah.
Keeping the Viper in that pit because he's scared to back up. If he backs up, the Omen could be there.
Right?
Party's over.
That one tap.
I mean, and Demo 1 too, almost ignoring the Oxy ult in that instance. He had the Q that Yoru was looking at him, just completely undisturbed. The potential finishing touches on a map win here for NRG as we enter what could be the last round. The light buy for Cloud9. Again, the repercussions of the investment from the previous round. You've got a Guardian, 2 Guardians, and a little bit of everything else. Just Jake's ult too. Vanity close by, but possible that it's involved in this round.
Look at all this mid control they're able to get because of how they conditioned the previous rounds on their attacking side. Sitting all the way back in spawn, using utility. Now we're able to walk up and get contact. It's just beautiful, fundamental gameplay right now from NRG.
Scout destroyed.
Is it going to be enough to close this map out? You see the Cloud9 is taking a little bit of space there, Marv, expecting the aggression.
I think
Nothing
Marv
done yet.
here's the jump spot there.
Yeah, I think so.
This is what I was telling you earlier. Checking the aggression from C9.
They're going to push into this. Hello. You swing out and you see all 5. That's brutal. Vanity and Zeppa both fall. Cloud9 are left with 3 members, and they're all on opposite sides of the map. Jake is going to be the first. Is he patient? Does he wait? Does he try to get away with something? He does. Demon 1 falls, and that buys just enough time. NRG not really concerned about that. They're just going to commit to the plan. Marv dropping Oxy, dropping Whippy. 3 on the round. Jake left alone. Can he pull off what would be a ridiculous miracle? No. NRG takes Sunset 13-7.
Clinical.
I mean, it was pretty. It was a pretty game.
So, I feel like all he really needs is like a nice 2 to 3K here on this pistol. Close it out for his team. We need to see that yelling Oxy, that super passionate Oxy
The pop-up
in this
Oxy,
game. Yeah, we got to see this pop-up Oxy if they want to win this series.
And I mean, he had his moments. He had his moments on Sunset, and some of them were, as Wyatt so eloquently put, the turkey was overcooked.
Yeah,
Things
he was
burnt. It's dead.
Cooking a little too hard.
Yeah. But he had his moments. We'll see what he can do here. Again, NRG on the attacking side. You see that knife back in spawn.
Look at this Omen flash. It's so good.
It splits the uprights. Vic is already tagged up. Jake's dropped. With 25 HP, that was all that he needed. He's looking for a second. Vanity, they're trying to hold the line from backside, not able to find much more. Oxy and Whippy, the only 2 that remain, and Oxy's surrounded. Still gets a kill on Marv, looking for one on Crash. He's shock dart at his feet. The second, not quite the intended target. As the dust settles, Quiet creeps over the round. The swing out from Demon 1, 2 HP now for the duelist. Looking to see if he can find any damage, and it's Whippy actually who cleans him up, but they have no idea where Victor is. From beginning to end, he got the opener, and he seems to be the one who's going to close this thing out by himself. Whippy on the tap, and of course it is Vic with 4 and NRG with the pistol.
And how did they know that they would just fall into back sight like that? You saw Marv sitting in B main already holding the flash for what, like 10 seconds?
He was ready.
Yeah. They were so ready for that pistol round. Really good prep done from NRG. Victor getting 4. Already halfway to his KJ out. Over halfway. Full Vandal armor on the round 2.
They're investing. They're investing for sure. We'll see what they do with it, yeah.
Got eco'd last time. Both teams got eco'd last time.
That is true. Zeppa, imagine a knife that should be landing here at any moment. Yeah, gonna tag up a couple.
Info gathered.
Well, and big there on Vanity on the other side to be able to step out and clear that knife.
I have this
Conceal some of what's happening on the other side.
Absolutely, that KJ turret stays up too because of that. It's a lot of info. Nevertheless, just classics. One deagle out of Whippy. Jake does have an Omen flash though. It looks like they're gonna come straight into his sight. What can he do, Doug?
Dude, he's on an island.
What can he do? But look at this, they smoke door, but they're walking up garden.
That's so smart.
They dodged the dagger.
Zeppa was headed back. Peels back though, the flash over the top, the dash out. Jake feeling all of the heat, realizing he's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna have to make a play if he can. From down in hell, he cannot.
Spike planted.
They're gonna start to rotate over and they're gonna try to apply some pressure, but again, without the guns, really, it's just such a big ask.
Masterclass IGLing in this round, Doug. 2 players sitting in CT spawn before that hit came. No clue where the enemy team was going.
No.
No clue where NRG was at all. And Victor, they give Victor the stinger so he can hunt for the ecos.
He got another word.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only 2 off now, huh?
Yeah, he's getting closer. Meanwhile, Vandy's gonna try to get some exits, and he does. It's a little 1-for-1. Weapon scooped up. They're gonna move on to another. So it wasn't the cleanest, it wasn't the prettiest when all was said and done, but the steps to get there were quite nice from NRG.
Yeah, honestly, solid eco round from C9 too. Getting 2 guns out, getting a little bit of armor out, chipping away. But I mean, to be setting the pace like that, like Ethan already throwing feints like that, like you're smoking door, acting like you're gonna do a sight hit, but you're walking up garden.
Yep.
I mean, to already be setting up rounds like that, what are they gonna do? You know, what are they gonna do halfway in that, like during the halfway of the half? What are they gonna do? You don't know. C9 is gonna be distraught because of these early plays.
And you see why NRG historically favored this map. And just see these little things like that. A full buy from Cloud9. You see if Vanity can find any spam or anything. There's really no presence on that side of the map for now. A deep alarm bot up mid. Seems like they're gonna try to end A here again. Jake is gonna have a lot to deal with. This time Oxy's close by though. The paranoia is not gonna hit onto anyone. The dart is gonna confirm that the site itself is free, but this looks very similar to a round that we saw just a few moments ago. Demon 1 with the first Zeppa swinging out in heaven and so exposed, so vulnerable. Ultimately not able to find much more. Jake pushing out, finds a second. One more in the smoke. You've got Whippy, who's up in heaven. That's 3 on the round for Jake, who had a quiet first map, but really coming into his own here on Ascent.
Stepping up huge there, anchoring the site. NRG just unaware that he was in hell that entire time. And not biting this time. You saw Zeppa already trying to lean towards mid that round. But he was able to get into heaven in time. NRG need to go a little bit further up in mid, break that alarm bot to actually pull the full rotate out.
Yeah, cause a little misdirection.
And this is just Jake just going off.
I've killed Ethan twice. Know that?
That's so crazy that this is the timeline we're in, where we're counting how many times we've killed Ethan.
How many times we killed Ethan? Twice. We'll see what they do here. Victor, after his heroic efforts in the opening couple of rounds, now has that ult on mine.
It's a cheeky little late A knife, but NRG aware and waited out. Redrone A main instantly off of that.
Oh, off of the flash, but he was a little ahead of it, but he didn't realize he was there. Demon 1 plucked out of the sky. Marv there on the counterpunch though, and Oxy still causing problems just on the other side of the wall. They've got to know he's there.
What?
The timing is gorgeous. There's the swing out. I mean, they played that so well. That was beautiful from Cloud9. And now the spike is out of reach.
Crashies just killed Oxy full Omen blinded.
Victor's left, or excuse me, it was Crashies who was left alone, and Cloud9 cleaned him up. I mean, that was a beautiful round. Oxy played his timings just right, very similar to what Jake did in the previous round. Striking at just the right moment.
Nice little 1-2 punch there.
We'll take a look at it again, and yeah, he just went up top, and the thing is he was flashed initially too, but timing just on his side.
So smart from Oxy to peek off of Jake's kill there.
Yeah.
Allows him to get the second. Some life from C9. on these gun rounds. Looking pretty clean, honestly.
Marv has a Marshall, but other than that, it's just pistols. That dart a little deep. And yeah, it didn't tag for a moment.
Oh, didn't go burr.
Didn't tag, but starting to threaten a little bit of that spam, yeah.
There's nothing scarier than an Odin on B site. So oppressive.
So NRG here have cleared out that deep alarm bot that you were mentioning, forcing some of the rotation down. Zeppa having to check mid and clear it, make sure no one's pushed all the way up.
Does NRG read into this, though? Are they aware? Should be a sign that the KO is in CT. He daggered from there.
Jake getting a little bit of info with his ult. NRG have burned the clock down, just a little over 30 seconds left, and maybe an attempt to fake that there's pressure A, but I mean, look at the minimap. Cloud9 isn't moving. They have two players backside. You have Zeppa close by.
Wow.
Oxy's getting one onto Ethan, and again, the rotates are they're not moving. They're not convinced that this is an A hit. Wisely so. Now with 18 seconds left on the round, D1 gets dropped. And the gun difference might be all that matters in this round. Vic left alone, and he gets one, but ultimately gets cleaned up. Cloud9 with another round, they take the lead. Really, just the right time.
Absolutely. I like how NRG is playing these rounds out, but Oxy doing his job, staying aggressive in that garden area. Had he actually fell back into that garden smoke, that opens up the possibility for them to do the A split. But him holding his ground there allows his teammates at B to just stay and hold their setup, hold that backside setup, have the KO flashes from CT. We're talking about fundamentals, and C9 fundamentals are looking really clean right now.
Now, note here how Cloud9 are set up. In the previous round, for the first time, NRG pushed up mid and cleared out the alarm bot. That's exactly where the op is now. In Oxy's hands, and it does not look like he's going to get a challenge early on. NRG posted up towards A.
The question is, how much damage can Oxy do with this op? Didn't op at all last map.
Opportunity to make that thing sing. First, that shot looked like it went between his legs.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Sometimes it's tough to just go into a game right away. Second game, starting to up. Would have liked to see him up on the last map on Yoru, just to get a little bit warmed up. Nevertheless, repositions to B, but NRG making a great play right here.
Now, they spotted Jake here at the beginning with the drone. He TP'd out, but went to double dip, and he's... No way. No way. He gets away with that? I thought he was the dead man walking.
I mean, he's been finessing all over this A site.
Pushing the situation to the limit. Finding his positioning and trying to punish with it.
Nowhere to run.
But here we go. The hit out towards A. The Hunter's Fury after Crashies, but Zeppa dancing around the ult's not able to get a third kill, but it might have been enough. Marv on the counter. Vanity. Talk about unlucky timing. Literally, it just turned away from that angle. Oxy with blades. Where's Marv gone? Back towards Wine.
Is he gonna half it?
He should be able to. There's really nothing to dissuade him. He pulled off just a little early. Now having to push forward with the blades. Crashies from the top, spotting the second. There's the trade. Marv cleans it up. The reposition from the ult ends up being what secures the round for NRG.
What ended up being such a smart play from Oxy to try to get that half. He gets off of it last second. Makes it almost nearly impossible to win that round. Really good omen ult from Marv to get out of sight there.
Yeah, that was perfect. A great ult. And then again here, I mean, it was his repositioning that proved to be the difference maker. The value he was able to find from Wine was perfect. It does not look like he's enjoying himself.
Having a rough,
yeah, he's having a rough
day. Yeah. A rough day in the office.
But they're still in this fight. We're still tied at 3. And look at how far up Vanity is with a judge.
And I never rule out Vanity when he has this gun.
No.
Honestly. I've seen him do so many crazy shenanigans with this gun. But look at Demon 1. He picked up the op actually from that previous round. And the moment they get contact with this, it changes the entire pace of the game for C9. Oh!
Wow.
What? He just sits him down.
He keeps taking the fight to Demon One, man. I know that, what was it, like 4-2 or 6-2 against Oxy in the first map?
Yeah, last map, Demon One was 6-2 against Oxy, but trying to change the narrative here.
That boy doesn't know quit, man. Look at how far up Crashies is. Crashies is about to go into their spawn.
Wow.
Once again, exploiting the middle of the map, but they've been flanked.
Spike
They've been
down
wrapped
mid.
around. But they don't expect Crashies here. They thought they found what they were looking for. Crashies trying to land the shot on the second. You see that Paranoia coming. Is going to connect. He's surrounded. Feeling the pressure from all sides. Oxy cleans him up. The spike out of reach is
30 seconds left.
gotten a little crazy here. A little silly.
What is happening?
I mean, every single kill has... It seemed like it's been into the back of somebody's head at this point.
4-man lurk strat.
Oxy left alone. 6 bullets. None of them connect. NRG take the lead back.
I mean, NRG just finding every single gap on the map, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, we got like 2 people going in spawn. We got people in market flanking. Flank on flank on flank.
And honestly, Cloud9 did a bit of the same too, right? Like, they pushed out through tree. They had pressure mid. There's just a lot of teams losing track of where the opponents were.
How did Ethan even see that guy?
Yeah,
He just threaded the needle on him.
That was a pixel kill for sure.
Sick. And something I want to touch on here, Doug, is when you look at these stats, we got Victor and Marv at the top.
Feeling it.
That's scary for C9. Demon 1 and Ethan aren't even online yet. Ooh.
Oxy is.
Spike retrieved.
Oxy looking way more comfortable on this map.
Yeah.
Bot coming back.
And the desk was talking about wanting to see him back on a jet, back onto just pretty standard, pretty comfortable. Go kill, and that's exactly what he's done. Oh, Marv trying to punish onto
Ult's
Jake.
ready.
Steam One who cleans up what he couldn't.
Oh, no.
Paranoia out, it misses. But a reposition to hell where he's been many times. He spots the hood, not able to land the shots. Massive out from Jake.
Beautiful challenge.
Now the Hunter's Fury that they're gonna have to dance around.
Look at this guy.
He's still fighting.
Look at this guy.
Relentless in his approach. Jake's 5 HP tried to get away.
What?
Placing
Big's
swarm
left
grenade.
alone. A 1v2.
Has the info on Oxy.
Placing swarm grenade.
Is that gonna be enough to buy him some
Last
time?
player standing.
Still has 40 seconds to work with here.
Alarm bot
Deep
down.
alarm bot cleared. They're both there. The spam through. It's gonna be 2-1, surely. 25 HP at the door closed. That's gonna be enough time to potentially
30
plant the
seconds left.
spike.
Still has 30 seconds.
But repositions now. The door is clear, and Victor cannot land the shots. Vanity cleans him up, and we're tied once more.
There's a world.
Yep,
There is a world.
that world almost happened. Big out from Vanity, though, and once again, the opener from Oxy.
Later.
That's all it takes.
Really just off of what Jake was doing in this round. He's just a master classing this A site.
Yeah.
Just anchoring on A. The confidence. Full pop and swing too. Didn't even shoot Ethan at first. Went so wide.
Oh, we're gonna have a
animal.
clash. We're gonna have a clash B early. Oh, the shock dart keeps him back a little bit. That's all it was for now.
Revealing area.
How much do they send on this?
Just baiting out some utility here. Baited out both shocks now.
Take flight.
Only spotted one.
A lot of util being used here to maintain this main control. Oh my gosh. Crashy's only sitting on a deagle.
Dude, little does he know what's on the other side of that wall.
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
And the impact he almost was able to get. Remember, he only saw Vic.
Dart is gonna be up for this hit though.
3 suppressed.
That
This
knife,
dart is gonna be absolutely massive from Vanity.
that knife is big. The shocks, the mollies, Demon One's already through. But he's been separated. They manage, or at least are trying to get across slowly but surely, one by one. They try to jump through. Across the spam, Marv looking like he's gonna want to go deal with this on his own. In the smoke, he finds one. He gets a second. The spam not able to connect onto the third. Vanity's doing a bit of his own.
Last player standing.
They're continuing to get what they want. Demon One is left alone. He has too many targets to deal with. What a retake from Cloud9.
Nice retake. Vanity getting massive value with the spam.
And Zeppa playing spoiler. I think him cleaning up Marv there is huge.
Marv somehow got 2 in that smoke as well. He actually had to make that play at that time, and he knew it. Still not enough, though. 5-4. Timeout NRG.
Posse, come stairs, come stairs.
That's what I was saying.
Yep.
That's what we needed.
Grab the sand, I'll have.
Something you don't see every day for sure. But you know what? That's how this map is on Jet. I feel like a lot of the times you dash in, create space, and you die.
And then you die, yeah.
It's the
It's a tough
defense.
job.
Yeah, it's the defense where you can really show off your skill set.
Uh-oh. Ooh, he canceled. I thought he was going to stick that.
NRG not liking what they're seeing on that A site. Like, let's get away from A main for now. Oh, but look at the mini map. C9 already adapting to this. Zeppa leaning towards B and mid already.
That mid setup and the alarm bot is scooted up.
Yeah, maybe like a pop
Just a
flash
bit.
play off of this.
If there's any contact, but I don't know that there will be.
Caution.
NRG seems to have set their sights on B. Vanity's waiting with that Odin.
Caution.
This flash will be the telltale sign of NRG wanting to hit this B site.
And they know he's here. The Judge mid. Oxy doesn't really have anything else. He doesn't have blades or anything to work with, but he gets him with the Judge anyway. And Vanity spam shuts him down. 3 on the round. Jake cleans it up. Another round for Cloud9.
Nice setups from Cloud9. Nice setups, and this Odin is getting insane value. Vanity getting 3. Not opting to shoot Demon 1 there. Letting a couple of people walk by him. Beautiful flicks.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. And
Yeah,
Oxy
there
got
it
his
is.
Judge kill. Yep.
Wake up, Boxy. Wake up. He's online.
Yeah, that's that pop off we're used to seeing.
He's keeping the Judge. He's keeping the Judge.
He's got the blades this time.
This guy's every ranked player's fear. Judge and knives.
We'll see what they do with it. Another quiet beginning of the round for Cloud9.
Deploying drone.
Oh, how patient is Oxy here? The drone not going to tag him, not reaching far enough. But Demon 1 filling the space behind it. Remember, there is an alarm bot in that smoke too.
Info gathered.
Surely that drone tags him. Does he push him?
He has dash popped.
Does he push him? He's got to realize there's a little bit of help. Yeah, cross mid, he does push. He drops Demon 1. He goes up top for more, but the flash keeps him back.
So aware.
Dissuaded for the time being, but still looking for more.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's still playing around mid. He's still looking for anything that he could find. Fresh set of blades, too. I mean, he's got everything he could want. And we've got to mention, you know, we talked about it a little bit.
30
The
seconds
quiet
left.
half for Demon 1 continues.
Absolutely.
Shadows.
This A hit is going to come into sight. Retake KJ util here.
Yeah, the knife isn't going to tag the KJ, so Whippy's util is still there causing problems. Barf manages to get across. Still have a little bit of that dive potential. You imagine there's a flash up heaven? No, Ethan committing to
10
the
seconds left.
spike. Spam through, not going to connect. At least for now. Crashies has 2 shots and has the Hunter's Fury, so they have a win condition here that they can play around. Oh, Ethan a little bit too far up. Vic does too.
Last player standing.
Zeppa falls, and it's all on Crashies, realizing everybody's pushing his way. There's not much else that he can do to keep this back. He gets a spam onto 1, but is he going to have the shocks to stop the defuse? I don't think he will. That's a gorgeous round from Cloud9 yet again.
Nice. And this is all set up off of Oxy's mid presence. Just and I like that he knows that Demon 1 is tagged, but when you see Demon 1, you know he's not alone. You know
Yeah,
Ethan's
he's got
right next to him.
Yep.
But the awareness that Oxy has to know that, okay, someone's probably holding for him from bottom mid. Fights him off the angle and then dashes in to take the 1v1. Has 1 knife left.
I mean,
He had 1 knife left to hit.
That is ridiculous.
That's cold.
Yep. Takes care of the first, swats him away, and then goes to get his prize.
Beautiful.
The kid's good, man. 4 rounds in a row for Cloud9. Last round of the half.
Scanning ahead.
And this would be a huge round for NRG.
Yeah.
Going into defense with 5 rounds. Insane.
Early smoke. You see the flashes come through. They're going to want to hit tree.
Flashbang.
Marv has already gotten through. Look how far back Vanity's having to play here.
And NRG just love this door smoke.
Drone clearing things out, spotting one.
Great dart from Vanity.
Wow. One tag, yeah, that's all it was. Marv down to 50 HP, no armor. And they've got to know here that the hit is pretty heavy towards A, right? Look at all the space that Oxy has taken B. They have KJ Util over there. And then if there was any count remaining, that knife tagging 4 is surely going to do it. They've tried bullying Jake. This time he falls. Demon 1 and Marv. The tandem getting the side open, finding what they're looking for.
Spike planted.
Getting the spike down. Now Oxy and Whippy left alone. Whippy 1 away from the lockdown too. Got to keep that in mind. It seems like both players trying to catch a breath, and now
Surely this is impossible.
45 HP up top. Oh, that was execution style.
Thank you for your service.
That was perfect.
Talk about somebody
Switching
that literally
sides.
went through hell that entire round. This guy was getting so vaulted. He was the solo guy pushed up in that door smoke.
Spotted by the dart.
Yeah, everything. And he closes out the round with a 3K. What a beast.
A perfect round. And then when you hit stuff like that, that certainly helps.
Nice.
Cool faces on all of the players. We're actually going to throw it down to Ball, who's got something a little special cooked up for us. Ball, take it away.
Thanks, Doug. Not quite the half that you're looking for if you're looking for a map.
Now it's NRG who's going to be on defense. Now they're the ones who should, statistically, be able to walk away with an advantage. We'll see if they're able to execute it.
Scanning ahead.
This pistol just so important for both teams.
Whippy gets tagged there, right? Oh, I guess it was a little high. Because that dart landed right over his head.
Oh, and they're biting on the rotations. Look at this. What I said earlier, Doug, NRG seems to bite.
Yeah,
where
they do.
think the pack is. And as soon as they saw that jet smoke from Oxy, already leaning through there, but Ethan.
Ooh, ouch. That hurt. And again, finding the timing, he's right behind him, surely. He finds some value here, but now they know where he is. If there was doubt before, it's been confirmed. Vanity managing to get out. Really, the rest of Cloud9 has gotten the sight. They've gotten the spike down.
Perfect knife.
Now it's on NRG again in
From
this
Zeppa.
retake attempt. Zeppa weak. See the knife sail across, a dart traded. Nothing spotted yet. The paranoia, and that forces a stalemate out from both sides. Now, NRG creeping forward. 2 members sitting back in main. And it seems like they're ready for it. Ethan waiting on the other side of the smoke. 70 HP, switches weapons. Whippy, perfect
player
timing.
standing.
But now he's going to have to do it on his own. Vic, weak! Oh, but it's not enough. He's going to get the defuse, and that's another round for NRG.
KJ versus KJ. Victor
Swarm grenade out.
out on top.
Dude, he's
Huge
having
kill.
he's having a map.
Him and Marv.
Yeah. See if we can take a look at that one more time. 22 HP, just cold.
Headshots him
interrupt
just like
the work.
that. Wow, relief.
Yeah.
Relief.
Yeah, that's a big old exhale, yeah. Marv.
Placing swarm grenade.
Just barely, they hang on to things. Oxy with the Guardian, full armor, pistols the rest of the way for Cloud9.
Hero buy. Full armor on this too.
And honestly, you know, we've talked so much about individual confidence for players, but I also think it's important to note that the structure believes in him. Ultimately, it doesn't work out there, but the team choosing to invest, make that happen, bodes well for the young star. Ultimately not able to win out this fight, but something to keep an eye on.
Team in one. He's been relatively quiet all game and
Yeah,
just
yes.
has the opportunity for the 1v1 and just takes Oxy's head clean off. Dagger A gonna get info for NRG.
Cloud9 are quiet with it. You see the utility in Ethan's hand, ready to go. As soon
Marv
as there's
repositioning.
Yeah, as soon as there's any inkling that they're committing to funneling out of there. That'll be all it takes.
Early omen flash from Marv.
Yeah, just buying some time, really. I mean, they're burning the clock on this. Through a
30
barrage of
seconds
utility,
left.
they've kept them back, but it seems like they've gotten through most of it now. Ethan has the knife. Well, he had the knife. He had life too, but it's no longer around. Victor from up top with the Sheriff. Marv joining in on the fun. This man comes through.
Spike
Vanity's
down.
left alone, and uh-oh.
What's happening?
That was awkward. They both reload at just the right time. And that's all it's gonna be. That was messy. That was messy, but it got done. NRG tie us up at 7.
Good utility from NRG there. Delaying the hit.
Yeah, just bleeding the clock.
And again, another third round off. Really leaning into this third round off is NRG. Can be so oppressive, especially in the hands of Demon 1.
Turret out.
3 Guardians on the board as well. And Ares.
Does not look like he's going to get an early challenge. Cloud9 leaning towards A. You've got the knife out. 4 members walking up. And they do have Vanity up 1 point away from having his ult online. Now secured. What do they do with it? Dart not going to be up for a little while longer, so you imagine they wait things out for just a moment.
Spike drop.
And then play around that. Ollie to clear out line, make sure there's nothing silly taking place, and now the drone. All of the pieces carefully and quietly being put together to commit to this site. Marv got tagged. Did he get tagged?
Yes, he did.
Repositions. Oxy dashing forward out onto the site. He's already gotten all the way into hell. Demon 1 with the first. How much further does Oxy push? Down in hell, trying to spam through. And they've gotten the site. It was a bit belabored, but they got it. What do they do with it? Oxy on the first trade there from Ethan. It's not enough.
Yet.
Jay quietly having to wait. How are they going to go about this? They're taking their sweet time.
No smokes for this retake.
Makes it so much harder. I thought he was dead for sure.
Quick scopes them.
Numbers slightly back their way, but again, it's
No way.
very slow here. It's very, very slow. If they want to try to pull this off, Whiffy's trying to have to keep them back. Ethan didn't get half, but it does not matter.
Unbelievable. NRG's so rehearsed on these retakes. Without smokes, you know how hard that is to do, Doug?
I mean, it helps when you land that shot. The Demon 1 did, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does help. Not only did he land that shot, but doing the updraft onto Jen. Not dying, staying alive, getting the info of a guy in hell. And a guy in a main.
Yeah.
Later.
Makes it so much harder. A little 6 HP. I thought he was dead for sure.
Oh, my
I really did, yeah.
Caution.
And smiles across the board from NRG. I feel like it's not every day you get to see them smile. They're so serious. They're so serious.
They're doing it now. Oh, and there's more reason to smile.
Oh, the Odin is too good.
That grin just got a little bit bigger.
But they're still committing on this site, it looks like.
And you can tell they had a plan, and while it's slowed down just a little bit, it seemed like Bum Rush was the attempt.
Oh my gosh.
Demon 1 still dancing around with the op, not realizing there's a player literally right beneath them.
Player standing.
Vanity cleans him up, but that op might just be a consolation prize at this point. Tries to get away with it. 5 HP. What are you made of? Oh, he's going back for more.
Throw that off the map, buddy.
That was his attempt at it. Just leave it somewhere that nobody will find.
Tough round.
And we'll, yeah, they're not even gonna really look for it. I don't think they're gonna find it. So that op will have to be repurchased, and I don't know that there's a ton of money to do it. Oh, there might be. Crashies might buy for him.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought I saw that too.
bring it out.
Unlucky.
Perfect time to bring it out. But he doesn't know what we know.
No outlaw. The op's
All
still
light
online.
armor.
Yeah, you're right.
Outlaw would have been absolutely perfect into this round, but op is always going to be good, of course.
I am everywhere.
Cloud9 have seen this lead dissipate 4 rounds in a row now for NRG. And this round feels kind of like do or die here for Cloud9.
Absolutely. And something I want to point out is Vanity actually bought a counter Odin. He said, oh, you want to spam? We'll see.
Well,
The spam wars.
At the edge of my seat here, man. Oh! Clean from Oxy. Not expecting Marv there, though.
Wow. And he picks up the op, Doug.
Still no spam, huh? All that build up for nothing.
I feel like Odin v Odin for Sovas is like the equivalent of the anime jet battle. It's like an anime Sova battle, you know?
See what they do here. That knife is going to tag a little bit of the intentions for Cloud9. Start to see that smoke come through. Marv with the op. As you mentioned, he's blind. But the molly keeps him back for now, and then the paranoia crashes with the spam. Jake falls, but Whippy there to punch back. 3v3. Whippy has his ult, too. I mean, do they invest it here?
Oh my god.
They know where Ethan is. Yeah, he's so dead. There it is. There's the Odin. Getting the best of the first, getting the kill onto the second, and Victor cleans it up.
Wow. Playing off of each other so wonderfully.
Yeah.
Crashes with the Odin getting 3. Spray down after spray down.
We waited a long time for it too, man.
Yeah.
But well worth it. Cloud9 call a timeout after winning 5 rounds, or after losing, 5 rounds in a row, trying to stabilize this thing. You know, we mentioned
fundamentally stable. It's hard to like really get anything going on a map like this. But they are choosing the right site.
Remember, Vic is 1 away from having his lockdown, but every other ult online for the defensive side. A little bit of space being taken.
Spike drop.
And perhaps a little bit of indecision, it looks like, as they're trying to reposition, hand the spike over, and then decide where they want to go with this. You see the nanos go through. You see the darts. There's that late knife that you were talking about. It's much deeper. They're flashed. They can't see anything. Another phenomenal flash by Ethan. He gets the kills. Demon 1 joins in with it. Jake and Oxy, the only 2 around. As Demon 1 dashes back the spike. Little out of reach. Has to get scooped up by Oxy. That's exactly what happens.
Look at Crash, he's in spawn. He's known for this. On tap, Soval.
Nicely set. Right on cue.
No!
While Demon 1 dips back in with the blades. Jake falls. Oxy's gonna have to pull off a miracle, and he can't. That's another round for NRG.
That's so rough for C9. Nevertheless, no Hunter's Fury online now. Lippy can use his KJ out freely. But now Victor has his KJ out online.
Yeah. Ethan has an ult too. And you think about, their defensive side and how intent NRG have been on using utility to delay pushes and dissuade hits. Talk about trying to exact around some of the ults that they have. Yeah. Ethan's the #1 stopper to that. Either through a knife or through his ult. Good night. I think it's, 7 rounds in a row now?
It's crazy.
Talk about losing a handle on a situation.
And this guy is unstoppable with the op, it feels like.
Well, there's
always
a lockdown, but there's a pocket. Oxy getting Marv. Oh, he's buying his time.
He's so confident.
Doesn't even have dash. He's just gonna get away with it. Is he gonna get spammed? Is he gonna stay alive? He is. A 4v3 here though. Cloud9 with the numbers to pull this thing off. It's gotten better. The spam keeping him back. I don't know that there's a way in on this. They might just cut their losses and get out. Yeah.
How can you just save? C9 ready for the fight from sight this time. Oxy with a huge entry in Garden.
Yeah, onto Marv, and I mean, that really just set him so far back. And even with the heroics of Demon 1 trying to stay in the ult, trying to get a kill and then get away, he did. It just wasn't enough.
I don't think like the viewers understand how cold you actually have to be and like how emotionless you have to be to just sit there in the open while people are running out of Garden at you, while they're peeking you from both sides of A main, and there's a KG out that will detain you, and you still get one. It's a different level.
And he's shown it so many times and just continues to find success with it. Cloud9 finally stopped the bleeding, cauterized the wounds, and that forces a timeout from NRG. So a couple more moments to talk through what just went down there. What do you feel like, Dre, as you think about Cloud9 and what they were able to just accomplish there in the face of what is that, 7 rounds in a row going back to the previous half. What was it that looked different there?
I think they're just ready now for these fights from heaven. You know, Jimmy has been an integral part of holding this A site. He goes down early in Garden. You know, Ethan goes down before he can use his ult. And just finding the kills in the chaos that NRG have seemed to be winning in the other rounds, you know? Every other A hit we've seen from C9, for some reason, NRG just trades 1 for 1 for 1. And that's always going to be good for you on the defense side when the hit is actually coming through.
Well, I think you're right. You touched on something there that is kind of striking a chord as you think about the entire series. And really going back to last weekend, NRG feel comfortable fighting and scrapping in the chaos. And I get it. When you have Crashies and you have Ethan setting up a lot of your players to make plays, such as Demon 1, it makes sense. You want to lean into those moments. But that round, you're right. It felt like the one instance where those scrappy kills just didn't go their way.
Yeah, Cloud9 ready. Only a 1 ult invested for them that round too, which is actually huge. Holding on to the Sova ult for Victor's KJ ult.
What do they do with it? We haven't really seen B much these last couple of rounds, and that might be where we're headed. If there is going to be Odin spam, it's going to be from a distance. Sounds like there was an early angle taken. No challenge yet.
I mean, they're picking the right sites. You were asking me, what do they need to do? This is exactly it. Great IGLing right here from Vanity.
The life of a Jet. There it is. You dash out into the smoke. You hope you're able to survive. Dodge spam. That's exactly what he does.
What is this TP?
Oh, of course. I feel like Marv is rolling back the years. These deep, aggressive TPs. They're going to have to deal with the retake on all fronts. Ethan has his ult. Victor has his ult too.
Are they going to flip?
I mean, Vanity's not in a safe place here. He just got knifed. He just got paranoid.
Do they half clear it though?
Oh, they're not going to clear it. They're not going to clear it. You're right, and that's a lockdown invested, but Demon 1 saves the day for now. Lockdown's still in play, and they really have no exit out unless Whippy can push his way through. Ethan cleans him up. Now he's left in this 1v3. He's been able to buy some space, but he got way too much there. Cloud9 get another.
Talk about a jump scare for Ethan there, huh? Turns the corner, 3 people looking at him. The molly was actually perfect from him, but huge kills from Vanity. I can't believe Demon 1 got that trade.
I mean, ultimately, they win the round anyway. Demon 1 doesn't get that.
Bro, I didn't have any util. I had no armor.
Wait, what? This guy forgot to buy?
So depressing.
No way.
He may.
All right. I missed that one.
See that paranoia come out. Marv already feeling some of the pressure. They've invested the ult. Demon finding a filthy shot onto Zeppa. Jake with 16 HP, looking to reposition. And
What a molly!
That's perfect. He's played in hell so many times, it makes sense. Oxy looking to punish the peek out. He still gets his one. But Vanity and Whippy have been left alone. The spike is nowhere in the vicinity of them.
It's in hell. How are you supposed to get this? This thing is...
You don't. And again, that shows the value of that molly that you were talking about. That nade that was up in heaven that kills Jake. That might have secured the round.
Get info on Wine as well. They know KJ stuck there. Vanity hits the alarm bot in mid.
They've got everything they could want.
This is all on Vanity here. He has to win this 1v1.
Vic jump spotting, doesn't even give him the chance. He knows where he is,
30 seconds
repositions.
left.
Scanning ahead.
Right to it. He gets the first. Can
Doug.
Whippy find anything else? I mean, but the spike is still so far away.
Doug.
Ethan's now dead. Forget about the spike. If you're just gonna frag out, it works! I mean, they brought that round back from the depths. It seemed over. It seemed inevitable.
Ready to stretch your wings.
They pulled that thing out of a hat.
First they went around with Zeppa having no util, no armor. Now they win a 2v3 with a bomb in hell. I mean, Demon One's hitting these nice shots, but
Scanning ahead.
what is happening?
I mean, you mentioned that 1v1 with Vanity was everything.
Yeah.
He gets that, the sight is opened up, there's a little bit more room to breathe, and I mean, he converts. Right back into the action here. A little bit of aggression, some space taken from Victor early on. You see the buy for NRG, it's not great. But they've dug their heels in mid.
Very aggro.
Turret spotting a little. Is that going to be enough to draw him out? They leave Demon 1 there to get a kill? No, they're patient. They don't take the space. Oh, it's a flash over the top. Nothing there. And now they know there's got to be a lot of mid presence.
Already leaning towards B.
Chunk dart.
Shock darts coming in, trying to get some chunk damage.
Tag Vanity a little bit, and Jake, it looks like.
Chunk dart.
Not the judge. Anything but the judge.
Oxy dashing forward, and it's the judge. It delivers yet again. Ethan not able to find any value there. Just a classic. Crash is not able to find much more either. NRG with just 2 that remain. They both have weapons. But that's really all it is. Zappa finding the first, Zappa finding the second, Cloud9 finding the tie. 11 apiece, and it's been miracles, it's been magic, it's been whatever you want to call it. Cloud9 have put together 4 rounds in a row where one of their players didn't have armor or utility, where they lost, where they won a 2v4, where Spike was in hell. How have they done this?
The judge. Too good.
It's absurd.
Okay, okay.
Come on, boys. Come on, 2 more.
Wow. Laser focus now, not even hype.
And the momentum heavy swinging that way now. Demon One, the early off angle. Nothing found.
And Doug, we're seeing cracks in NRG's gameplay.
Where do they go from here? You still have all this Killjoy utility you're gonna have to deal with. Oh my goodness, Cloud9 are putting up a fight at this.
And the economy is so good for C9 that Vanity literally buys an Odin and a Vandal.
I dropped the spike.
He just leaves the Odin outside of B.
They've got money for days. They've set themselves up so well. And I mean, you take a quick glance to the other side of the scoreboard. NRG are not nearly as fortunate. There's a real chance this one slips out of their hands.
Great dagger onto site.
We've seen this before. We've seen it before. Oxy from up top. There's no punish. There it is from Demon One. He can't dash out. They've put him in a corner. They're going to try to spam him out. Manages to get away and dip back in. The guy does not understand no. And just when it felt like Cloud9 were in a position to put NRG away to take us to Lotus, NRG respond with a filthy
10
counter.
seconds left. Last player standing.
I mean, you do everything right, and then stuff like that still happens. It's just outrageous.
What an animal. What an animal. I mean, just to have the confidence to know that Whippy is cocking back his op and to go for the reswing. I mean, that's like a millisecond timing that he just hit.
He was tagged up. See if we can take a look at it one more time. Just this right here gets pushed out. Wow. But he had the tag. That's just massive.
No 4v2 this time, Doug.
No, really no response from the defensive side. Stoic in their reactions, and that's been the NRG way for a long time. We'll see if they can close things out here. Oh, Cloud9.
Wow.
Oh, that's nerdy.
Oh, it whips!
Unlucky.
Oh, no. You know, Chet's somewhere there.
Lineup missed.
Victor. You about to be in server for 5 hours after this throwing that molly.
Can Cloud9 take us to overtime? Vanity with an ult. Plenty of rifles to deal with. That's big from Crashies. And yeah, it wasn't the nano, but the job got done. They cleared the turret out. Meanwhile, Demon One has this op trained across mid. He's got blades too. No challenge yet. Ult used, the darts hit. See the smoke comes out, and now Vanity looking to see if he can clear anyone out in hell.
No tags.
Crash, he sidestepped all of it.
What?
Jake still gets the kill. The flash was perfect. That, I mean, they might pull this thing off.
Wait, Demon One!
He's still alive with the blades. He gets up top, he gets a kill, and Ethan joins it in. Seppa trying to swing out, trying to get a kill. 78 HP, no armor. Can they pull this thing off? They've got to commit to getting the spike plant down here soon. Demon One and Ethan.
Good molly. The bomb's still not down, Doug.
The latest additions to this roster.
This is so close.
In a position to punch their ticket to playoffs. In
10
one
seconds left.
round. The spam through, not connecting. Spike committed. 5 armor. Demon One weak. What do they have? Ethan has a knife. There's the smoke, both through.
So patient.
Ethan biding his time. There it is. Spam once more. One blade left. They're taking their sweet time with this. This might be too much for even Demon One to handle. One blade left, a 1v3, and yeah, they're weak, but it's not enough. Regulation wasn't either. We're going the distance here on Ascent.
What a comeback.
Switching sides.
What a comeback.
Overtime.
Great resilience from C9.
5 of the last 6 to get us to this point. And we talk about like fragging IGLs. Vanity right up there with Oxy.
That's crazy.
Here on Ascent.
We're getting straight into it.
I mean, it's a heavy lean B. This could be explosive right off the bat. They've got a Paranoia to potentially push him off the angle.
Paranoia is huge here. Oh, but they're gonna beat the timing of it.
They're gonna get ahead of it. They're gonna clear the dart and they take the fight. But it goes in favor of NRG for now.
Jake needs to go huge here, Doug.
He very well may. He's dancing in the smoke. He gets
What a
one, but
trade.
that's all it is. Is that gonna be enough? Vanity and Whippy left alone. Now starting to rotate over. Now getting into the fray. Numbers disadvantage is slight, but it's there nonetheless. Victor committing to the plant. He has lockdown.
Wow.
How do they get around this? How do they manage the disadvantage? 2 shots for Vanity.
They do have enough time to wait it out, Doug. And they will be able to finesse a little bit here. Vanity has been so huge in these moments.
He's got to deliver again. He's got to deliver right now. He's got the dart back online too.
How is Crashies on this box? This is such a weird angle.
Spam not connecting. You're absolutely right, and it finds value. Vanity 1v2, too many targets. NRG take the lead again. Series point.
Another testament to the trading
Switching sides.
capabilities of NRG. It just seems like
Right here.
when the stacks are against each other, they just win the trades every single time.
And it's that scrappy stuff that we were talking about. They're like, they're solid in their fundamentals, and then they can dance with the best of them.
Look at this angle, man. Like, you're never ready for a Sova up on top of the triple stack.
No, why would you? Yeah.
I'd be so tilted. I'd be so tilted. Oh, oh.
Did you hit it this
Will
time?
he land it? Will he land it? Hey! When it matters the most. When it matters the most.
He just saved that server time.
And I want to make something clear. The reason why they're throwing that molly, you guys saw Demon One on Cat there. He walked out of mid the previous time they did it, but the turret was still up. This time it wasn't, but they smoked Cat. He didn't want to run through, risk his life. Playing a little safe.
Demon One spotting a wrist there.
Is he ready for this?
He's so far up.
He has an idea.
He's tucked. Meanwhile, Oxy pushing forward right into his death. Mark tried to do it on his own. He's got the dash procced. Smoke.
Demon One has to go huge here.
He manages to get out. No armor. Oh! It's a tight angle.
He's still alive.
Doesn't connect. He's surrounded.
He does. He's not even watching his back.
He's got help, though. He's got to know that he's there. The right click cleans him up.
Down A.
And that might have been enough. Whippy, the only one left standing on the side of Cloud9, takes care of Victor. Demon One would imagine would be next. The molly keeps him back. He's been tagged. He's triple facing. Another one falls. But the spam cleans it up. NRG punched their ticket to playoffs.
Are you kidding me? Demon 1, are you kidding me?